Good evening, guys. It's 5 what December 1st 2022, first day of the month. Today is Thursday, so it's 5:22 p.m. So now let me walk you through the pre-market note. So no choice left but favor longs today, as long as it is holding it above backup buyers area in general, right? So the theme is above backup buyers area, continue to favor long. Yes, intraday you may see some down move, you may not. If you see the down move, just ignore, still look for longs. So NQ's preferred and backup buyers is preferred and backup sellers are the last line of defense for yesterday's up rally for sellers, right? I didn't say for ES, I said it for NQ. Break above NQ is good for buying. Else wait till price to go towards aggressive buyers or preferred buyers area, right? So just remember this statement. I said break above, it's good for buying, but if it doesn't break above, then wait for aggressive buying or preferred buyers area. If buyers are strong in NQ, then it can even defend dream numbers too, right? Dream numbers were this, and you can draw a line in that dream number today, and you can see how many times it got rejection and bounces from these areas. So for ES, follow the notes and levels from the chart and stay long. When price hits first targeted area in ES, assuming it goes higher above backup sellers, which is this area. See, I specifically mentioned this area. Then take profit on the way up above this area. Till then, this area is sellers area, right? So, which is this area. See, it became the high of the day today, right? This was a algorithm, stop run, all this thing, right? So here it trapped the buyers, at the breakout time, whoever took this later on, it basically trapped those buyers, But anyway, so NQ 140, that is the level I put it in Discord earlier in the morning when price was here, so that 140 and 03 are the target for algos, so they achieved it. So here you can say they didn't achieve it here, but here they achieved it, and then it came down, right? So, but anyway, so we were supposed to favor longs above preferred and backup buyers area. So preferred, aggressive, backup, right, above buyers, correct? So here there were trades, while it was coming down. So actually let's talk about the morning, right? So in the morning, price went to this area, key resistance, sorry guys, here and here, right? And then it came down, and then it held this 60 area. See, this 60 area was important, super important. We discuss about it also. There are two scenarios that can happen of the open around 60, and most likely it will open at 60. That is what we discuss. So when ES came down, ES opened around 95 or so, right, around above yesterday's high, gap up, right, with good internals, right? So if it fills the gap right here, it will be bullish disconnect, right? And people are going to buy it because of, look at this yesterday's up move, right? So based on this, there will be some momentum left over. People are FOMO crowd, fear of missing out, right? So everybody will buy it. So nothing wrong here to buy, right? So that's why you go long here, feeding off those people, right? But then you have to realize that NQ opened below 60, right? So, and this 140, it may tag there, but it may come down to, who knows, right? Or it cannot even go above this 86.75 area, right? But at least it will go up to that point, or 140, and 4103 hit one time will happen, right? So, but then it's up to real-time internals and everything else, price action, right? So I took the long at 87 right here, or 89 or 88 right here, super aggressive buyers here, right? And at the same time NQ was touching this 31 and this dream number, right? So I did not take a long in NQ, right, because I only took the long in ES because NQ was technically open below 60. I didn't like that. So but anyway, so I took this long and I said 96 is the first profit target, so I bailed out here. And NQ, you should bail out at around 79 or 66. So that was the trade, right? Then price went higher up to this, and then it pulled back to 66, right? So we were watching 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute time frames, right? So all of them were holding above 66. So here you can go long, or break out about this, you can go long, because by the time all the lower time frames were confirming that 60 wants to hold, right? So there was a long here. You target this and you're done. Your day is over pretty much here, because that is what I said in the morning, that it went too much yesterday, and then the max target is 30, and then if it goes above this, but till then we have to consider this as a resistance, so we have to take a profit here, right? So yes, you can take a profit here, or the way I did it was go long here, took a profit, and then again go long here, and then take a profit here. So 96 was the long here, and then take a profit here. So I break it apart in 2 trades, right? And then here also. So my trading was done here, official trading was done, right? And then I was just playing around with micros. That is what I said. So I said on the way down, right? Now, so this was the algo driven move, right? And then it's the way it was very sharp move. It sliced through these levels, right? Like this. So now the question is it going to hold this 81, right? The pre-market news driven low, or slice through it, right? So most likely the way it was coming, depending on NQ, if it goes below this, it may slice through it and it will come here. So when NQ come here, this area, which was aggressive buyers area, now the question is whether it's going to hold it or not. But at least, since it was yellow line, it will provide some bounces. So I took the long here, 10 points. By default 10 points only, like fixed target. So I just took a long here, 10 points, and now I'm out. At the same time, in ES, I was playing around with micros. So I discussed my trade with you guys also. So I took a long at 78, little bit below here, when NQ was hitting this, right? With micro. NQ I took the real trade, right? The regular contract. And then NQ 10-point profit, and then went down, right? So when it touched here 966, I again took a long, again 10 point, back to this 992, right? And then I was out. So here my trading was done, because I was not expecting price to come down all the way in this fashion, like up, down, up, like double top, and then come down, right? So but here I said do not short, continue to take longs, at least it will go back up to this area, and ES will go back up to 80 area, right? That was my target for my micro. 78 when I took the long, target was higher. Then it went down, sliced through it, right? And then I also said in advance that I will take a long here, and take a long here, and take a long at another level below. 4 longs I will take it. So anyway, I took the long here, I took the long at here, and then price did not go down to this area. So only 2 longs, but then on the way up I said if it breaks above 67, I will take another long. So 3 longs, right? And then I will target this area. So anyway, so I was in micro, I was $150 down when it came down here, right? And then here I was 150 up. Okay, so and we manage this trade in real time, right? Live account I shared with you guys, all these things. But the whole idea here is price will not make a new low after the first of a low is in, but doesn't mean that it has to go higher. Because of this morning activities, some sellers will be there, like in this area, and that is what they did. Entire day sellers just tried to short, buyers just pushed it higher, right? So it was a fighting. So anyway, after 11 there is no trading, because by looking at this, now the upward momentum is gone. So people will so buyers will defend, but then sellers will also defend because of these things, right? So it's a gray area now. So that's why no trading, and that's pretty much it, so that is for today. Now tomorrow is the key. So yesterday was an up day, today was a neutral. I was expecting neutral up day, but it happens to be neutral day, which is fine. Now ES did good, right? So ES buyers are still there very nicely, they are holding it. ES is coming down only because of NQ, So as long as NQ goes above this area, then buyers will carry forward, upward, further move. If NQ cannot go above this area tomorrow, and then continue to go lower and make a new low, all this thing, then something is off. So, and that be all for today.